If you're running in Monday's Boston Marathon, just remember, tweet a photo of your racing bib before you go out to race. If you do, somebody might be able to counterfeit your bib, and they might be able to steal your spot, and then you won't have to race. And that's really good because racing is very difficult. The 119th Boston Marathon is happening this Monday, and it promises to be over 1,000 feet long. But remember, authorities are cautioning everybody who participates in the race not to share their bibs on social media. Last year, people did that, and people saw their spots in the race get stolen by no-gooders who just cheated their way into it. Now, on the bib honesty scale, that is pretty low. That is pretty despicable. This is just the latest chapter in a long line of bib dishonesty. Let's visit that history. Our first item, the ubiquitous baby bib that says, "I love daddy." Really sweet bib, right? Do you think babies are really capable of love? Do you think they have that level of sophistication? Love is a very complex idea. Furthermore, that baby didn't put that bib on himself or herself. Like, that's obviously the daddy's idea. And if you're that daddy, and if you insist on putting a speech bubble on your kid who can't even say words yet, I honestly don't think you're ready for love at this point. Here's another one. Wild one. Of course, you know, all babies are wild. We're sure you're a little wild kid. You like to get into stuff. You're on all fours, making a mess at the dinner table, all that stuff. Have you ever heard of feral children? AKA wild children. That's a real institution. There have been kids in the Old West in the 1850s who were dragged off by coyotes, and then 15 years later they were spotted for the first time, like naked on all fours, foraging for food with a bunch of wolves. Wikipedia. Look it up. And lastly, we move on to a bib that just says, "Bus baby." Just bus baby. I found this on the internet. I guess the baby's just a big fan of buses. You know, like how a lot of kids are big fans of, you know, I was a fan of fire engines growing up. Baby's a little bit too young to be a fan of anything. Or maybe the baby was born on a bus? Do you think that's, yeah, I think it was born on, I mean, could be. Babies are born on everywhere, basically. Do you think the baby's still on the bus? Do you think the reason the baby's wearing the bib is because it doesn't know how to talk yet, and this is the only way to convey that it's still on the bus? I think the baby's still in. I'm gonna be right back.